6-0. Myles Magic Price 8-5-0. He needs a big win here. Both men 27 height advantage for Price and 6'1". Will he make it count? Let's go to Buddy Johnson, our MC, and find out.
Arena, Dublin, Ireland, we get ready for 3 5-minute rounds in the professional lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this man weighing in at 155.8 pounds, with a flawless record of 6 wins, 0 losses, and 0 draws, representing the Roughhouse from Manchester, England, Kane the Danger Mousah! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 154.8 pounds and has a record of 8 wins, 5 losses, and 0 draws. Representing Team Rhino from Kilkenny, Ireland, Myles Magic Price. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Chris, I've got to say here from the 3 Arena, you can just tell they love their MMA.
I can feel it through my chair. I can feel it in my bones. This crowd jumping, shouting, and stamping. This is as exciting as MMA action gets.
And as I said, I know I've said it before, but it's just a fact. What a card. What exciting matchups.
So exciting. And you know, BAMMA, the leaders in sports MMA entertainment. These are entertaining fights. These are great style matchups. And Kane, as we said, taking on the young man of Myles tonight, another classic example.
Now Myles, their beautiful 360 spin and real speed to it as well.
They're being very patient, showing a lot of different movements from the legs and the shoulders, but then dropping immediately for the takedown. Phenomenal shot. I love the way he set that up. He was showing kicks, knees, variable punch combinations, but then immediately ducked underneath the base of Kane Mousah and has the fight where he feels, I believe, he has a submission advantage.
But look at the strength of Mousah there, Chris, straight back to his feet.
Explosive use and cage walking right back up, as you said, Malcolm. Nice left overhook for the Danger. And the man from Manchester, on a mission, as we know, Malcolm, needs to try to turn this one away from the fence and get back to where he can use those big power punch combinations.
That's right. At the moment, though, I really feel that Myles Price is doing the right thing. He's testing Kane early. He's seeing if there's any rust there.
We got to watch out for that power of Kane. He cannot become lackadaisical. Kane can change it in one shot. Nice inside leg kick from the Magic Price. And a reply from the Danger.
Yes, it's tit for tat at the moment, Chris, and you feel that, you really get the feeling that Kane is just working his way back into this, don't you?
Yeah, and he's got a lot of time to work with here. He shows a lot of what people need to realize in the fact that he's a veteran. He's been through this before. He's been around the game for a long time. He's had, on paper, a lot less fights than a guy like Myles, but he's just as experienced.
That's right, and Myles there, you know, with the height advantage, you sometimes look for the man to draw him on and counter, but Myles is a front foot fighter as well.
And Kane looking to show some better movement here. I like his lateral movement. That's definitely been an improvement.
That's right, and as you said, he's showing remarkable patience here. He's got time, it's the 3 rounds. Having a good look at Myles here.
And you know, Kane was telling everybody in the media, look, I've been through multiple training camps, I've been over injuries, and I've been becoming better as a martial artist. It's been a knock-on effect of constantly being around some top-level guys there, as we said, in his camp.
Myles, oh, I was just about to say a good shot to the body, and the reply was instantaneous from Mousah.
And I love the way he changed the angle there and clipped Myles and just jumped on him. Wow.
He took the body shot, clipped the chin in reply, and suddenly he's in dominant position, Chris.
Kane Mousah pushing the pace here, maintaining a very heavy position, but Myles doing a great job using an open guard here to try to buy some time to recover and get his wits back about him.
Yes, Kane Mousah now looking to capitalize and posture up to lay down the heavy hands that we know he's got, Chris.
And what intensity from Kane Mousah. What power. And back to full guard for Magic Price. But he cannot take this punishment.
I was just about to say, Chris, the only problem from that guard is the danger of the punishment from Mousah, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know, Mousah doing a great job of trying to pass here, using punches to set that up. And I think that's really rocked Price. I think Price may be still hurt, Malk.
Well, he took another left hand there when he went into side position, and now he's got his back, and Mousah, as we said, so strong.
Excellent work from Kane Mousah. And I like how he stays busy. He's not just wrestling here. He's not just grappling. It's applied for MMA. There's constantly shots being thrown to open up space and improve his position.
And this is the problem for Myles from this position now. He doesn't really know where that next shot is coming from, does he?
Yeah, without a doubt, from that body lock position. Look at the way Kane drags him to the ground. Man. But, oh, gotta watch that neck. And now, Myles Price on his back, Malcolm.
Listen to the crowd there. That was a beautiful reversal. And the crowd trying to inspire Myles Price now.
What a recovery from the Irishman. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a fight in Dublin.
Oh, yes. And this will really test Kane Mousah now because it was all going his way.
And you know, Kane threw a wide variety of strikes at Myles to try to set up more premium level positions on the ground, but Myles remained patient, defended, despite being hurt, and now looks to try to lock up something here in the last 10 seconds.
Yes, he went for the right arm of Kane Mousah, but Kane back in dominant position now after that dangerous moment from Myles Price.
And Kane with a second win, but Myles saved by the bell on his back. And I think it all started with the knockdown, Malcolm.
Oh yes, it was very, very patient until that moment. And it was a great shot, actually, from Myles Price that set up the response.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful left hand to the body and a left hook to the head in reply.
So both fighters landing effectively, but look at the way that Kane was on him immediately. And that was Kane's best strike of the fight. And look at the way that Myles went to the body, but did not cover upstairs, Malk.
That's the thing.
And you can look at another angle here, and that's the jiu-jitsu fighter in a guy like Myles Price. He was automatically going for the leg on instinct, Malk, but he was fighting on instinct.
And Chris, we mentioned about Team Roughhouse, and you saw there in his corner, BAMMA veteran Andre Winner giving him instruction.
Yeah, as we said during the walkout, he is so well coached and was so adamant in the media that one of his biggest advantages is his sparring partners, the guy he's in there every single day with. And as we said, it's been a constant evolution, getting through injuries, culminating here with this spectacular affair here in Dublin.
Yes, and Myles Price playing his part in this, showing he's still dangerous. Low chopping kick there from Kane Mousah.
But better decision-making from Price so far and staying out of the power of Kane Mousah. But make no mistake, Mal, Mousah's looking for his first opportunity.
That's right, looking again to get that beautiful boxing going that struck on the counter so sweetly, doubling the impact. There it goes again, look for the right hand. Myles did the right thing tying him up there, Chris.
Yeah, perfect decision-making again. As we said, improved decision-making from round one. Going for that spinning elbow, though, is Price. But Kane nowhere to be found.
No, bubbling up nicely, this one, though. And every time Myles looks to get ascendancy, the crowd really respond to the man from Kilkenny.
Yeah, Mousah was looking to set up that shot, as you said, with the overhand right, coming over the top, again, of the guard. And that's a jab that I think Price needs to make better use of.
Yes. I think you're right, he's got the range, and if he settles, he can try and keep Kane away and still pick up the points till he goes to the ground himself. This is where he doesn't want to be. Having said that, he spun nicely a couple of times. If one of these lands, it can be a totally different fight, Chris.
Yeah, I like the way Price was showing that right round kick off the left jab, but now he's at a range disadvantage, pinned up against the fence.
Yes, Kane Mousah, he's been happy to keep upright at the moment, but it's now him initiating. Do you think it's the right time for Kane to try and test Myles now?
Well, he's worked from a double leg now to a head outside single, and that was the dump I was waiting for. But look at the dexterity of Myles Price. He's the guy who's been working on grappling for 2 years straight. The evidence is here as proof.
Yes. That said, how did you see overall the first round, Chris?
You know, it's such a debate, isn't it? Effective striking, effective grappling. Is the most effective striking the volume that Price put on early, or was it the biggest, most significant shot of the fight that Kane landed?
And then on the ground, the reversal from Price, does that count?
Absolutely, and you know, also what counts is Kane's second win in the last 10 seconds. What a back and forth fight, possibly the fight of the night, and the crowd really showing that off here in Dublin now.
Yes, superb strength again from Kane Mousah.
And Kane, again, securing that body lock. But I like how Price is distributing his weight very nicely, throwing in little pitter-patter shots with the right hand.
Looking to his corner as well for advice, taking it.
And Kane swapping to now a head inside single, but those elbows. And look at the way he swaps his head outside to try and negate that damage, but gotta watch his neck. Again, a brilliant reaction from Kane to look upwards. That opens up space, disallowing the choke attempt from a guy like Myles. Oh, Myles looking for a triangle here. This looks really close if he can get his left leg out and lock up a figure four. That looks deep.
You can hear the crowd's response. You can hear the crowd's response. They know something could be on here for Myles Price.
And Myles was so close there, but Kane remained so cool, calm, and collected, maintained posture, and then exploded out at the perfect moment. Brilliant defense from Kane. And I was gonna say that was outstanding offense from Price.
Yes, he's still dangerous.
That has been the story of this fight. Both fighters constantly dangerous, using those readily available skills, but most importantly, showing composure in the ring for guys who have been out nearly 2 years each.
That's right, and Chris, there's still time in this round to make the exclamation mark if one of them can go for it.
And I like the way Kane is controlling Myles here. He's got to watch to make sure he keeps good head pressure and doesn't get elbowed. That's much better. Notice the way he's turning his face along the back of Myles Price. Deep enough that he doesn't get choked, but obviously in a position where he doesn't get hit either.
Yes, he went for that single leg. Beautiful defense again from Myles, and he really knows how to use that body, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. And his posture. And knows when to press the action and when to stall a little bit and when to slow things down.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. We haven't talked about how this affects the cardio. This has been a tough battle.
Grueling battle. Both fighters expending a ton of energy. And I like the way Price may look to go for an arm lock here. Possibly a Kimura. Can't tell which way he's going to go for the torque on this one. This could be really good. He's got 30 seconds here, but again, both men a little bit too slippery, and you often see this in grappling. As we said, the cardio gets pushed.
Now, when we mentioned the cardio, as you said, 2 men with layoffs, 2013. Will this play a part, do you feel, in the third round? Because they've come back, and it's been, as you said, a grueling bout, and we could very well go into this third round. I'm almost certain we will, Chris.
Man, look at that Granby roll from Myles Price. Look at the way he escaped that position. I mean, Kane was in a great moment to jump on his back, and then Myles Price rolled out. I'm so impressed with the offensive defense of these two. That's been the story of the fight now.
Now, Chris, we look at body language. It was Kane that punched the air, but he's the second to stand up.
And you know, maybe that was a testament to the fact that Price has been a little bit closer to finishing the fight at multiple points in this round. We had a triangle choke attempt, and look at the way he punched him and then immediately grappled, punching through his face to control Kane's right arm. That kept Kane in danger position. He then pulled in the figure four. That looked really tight, but then Kane's escape was almost better. Kane was out here on the back milk and started to work some offense as well. But then there was that Granby roll. Look at that. That's just amazing. That's a guy, again, I cannot say it enough, who's been working on improving. The best martial artists never stop.
That's right, Chris. And for both these men now, going into this third round, as I said, Kane punched the air but was slow to get up. Myles was first to his feet. And I think cardio will now play a huge part here in the third round. And body language again. Myles Price is here in the center of the cage, ready to go. A tough test for Kane as a comeback.
And with a great show of sportsmanship and a touch of gloves, it's round 3.
Yes, and standing and trading in the center of the cage. Catches the kick, looks for the right hand again. Myles has got to be careful.
And the crowd chanting behind the Irishman.
And again, keeping his range nicely. This is the danger. He doesn't need to step in like that because he's seen how dangerous Mousah's right hand is.
Yeah, Mousah was a lot closer to clipping in there with that overhand right. And I like how Kane was showing the kick, but then eats a teep right up the middle to the face.
Yeah, he just played with his nose as if to acknowledge the shot.
And I'm telling you, you know, we talk about what these two have experienced coming off a layoff. We also need to talk about the fact that this is history tonight for BAMMA, Malcolm. What an atmosphere.
That's right, and a clipping short right hand got Mousah's attention from Myles Price as well.
And a great round kick from Kane Mousah in reply. I like that head movement. He needs to continue to show that. He needs to be able to make Myles Price believe one strike is coming and then throw in another. It's not enough to throw single shots.
Short knee from Price, and as they came out, a little chopping elbow. Very dangerous. This is still bubbling beautifully, Chris.
And the English fans shouting for Kane Mousah now. And Kane very successful, as we've seen with this single leg attack. And I like how he's trapped Myles Price against the fence, also isolating his left arm now.
Yes, and it's moments like this that can turn the third round, because Chris, if we look at it, the judges could be seeing different fights here, couldn't they? It is that close.
And you know, what you'll note there is the way that Price actually opted to jump guard a little bit. He's looking to try to get his leg over and possibly secure another triangle choke attempt. Maybe swapping to an arm lock, I can't quite tell, but he's moving those hips. Maybe transitioning to a leg lock or a knee bar here, but against the cage it's gonna be tough. That really disallows movement when you're pinned there, Mal.
But Chris, again, when it's so vital, this is dangerous times again for Kane Mousah. And in the third round, this could be vital in terms of points, even if he doesn't get the submission.
Myles Price is throwing up an inverted triangle, and he's doing it against the fence, as I said. He's so lanky, his frame is so well suited to this weight class, and it's very well suited to grappling in particular.
But as we said before, Chris, it's one thing to have that ability, it's another thing to use it, but he has tonight, hasn't he? We said he's used his frame to his advantage.
And now Kane has escaped that with good positional control here. And you'll notice the way he's keeping his right arm posted on the hips of Myles Price. That's to keep Price from being so active.
That said, here goes Price again. And I want to pick you up on something you hinted at earlier, that Price was actually better than his record. He's proving that tonight, isn't he?
Exceptional. I mean, the way he inverted there, it threatened Kane to the point where Kane had to defend, and now has allowed him to escape from an even worse position. 2 minutes to go. Everything to fight for, I feel, Mal.
Yes, and as you said, it's the clever defense of Price here as Kane Mousah pushes to try and get advantage.
But it's also arguable that it's been the clever offense of Kane Mousah to negate, escape, counter, and as we said, close the distance like glue.
This is why I said to you, it'd be really interesting to see. And again, there's those chopping elbows getting Kane Mousah's attention. How the judges really see this one.
And one thing that I think is important is the traps that Price has been setting. But more importantly, the ring craft that Mousah has displayed in evading them.
But again, look at the way that Price uses that range and that height to make it difficult for Kane.
And look at the way that Kane counters it from coming inside. Kane now working on a single, dropping low. This could be a very important moment here as we move into the last minute of this fight, Mal.
Yes, I think if one man can dominate this last minute, there's those chopping side elbows to the head of Kane that forces Kane to change position once again.
And look at the way that Price adjusts his weight off that. He strikes, makes an adjustment, strikes, makes an adjustment. And now he's gonna be able to escape here, I think. If he stuffs down Kane's head or maybe looks for a choke. Again, look at the way now Kane moves his head inside to disallow that choke. But now he's in elbow territory. It's like pick your poison.
Well, Chris, this is one, when we talk about for the purists, the guys that do everything, this must be wonderful for them to watch, because the movement and transitions from both men all the time. It's that feeling as they're so close together, isn't it?
It's that second nature. It's the type of feeling you get from spending hours and days on end. I mean, Myles Price trains 7 days a week. He doesn't take a single day off now.
Well, they're standing in the middle of the cage to give us a grandstand finish here, and the crowd respond. We've had everything in this bout, Chris.
A superstar performance from these two. A fitting contrast of styles, and really championship resolve. Neither of these two have been willing to give up or back down.
Yes, a real war of attrition, this one, and it'll be so interesting when we go to the judges, because, Chris, this is really close.
And I tell you what, Malcolm, this fight was so close. There was so much going on. There were so many positional exchanges. And if we take a look at some of the action here, you can see the takedown offensive, but whenever the head was outside for Kane Mousah, he was at the mercy of those elbows, in this case, from the right elbow of Myles Price. Kane showed good adaptation, but then every time Myles was able to get some distance, he was able to land some good striking offensive. So there was so much going on, so much back and forth. Again, from the strikes, Kane decided to close the distance. A back and forth fight, possibly the best we've seen here in Dublin, folks. The 3 Arena, totally enthused by these two. Cannot wait to see what the judges have come up with. Impressive performance from these two phenomenal athletes. And you can see Myles Price believes he's done enough. Kane Mousah also raising his right hand. The crowd cheering, the crowd literally on their feet behind me. Standing ovation, and a great show of sportsmanship. Both of these fighters know what's at stake, and more importantly, what they put onto it in their journey here to BAMMA 22 in Dublin.
Dublin, Ireland. 3 exciting rounds of mixed martial arts, and we go to our judges' scorecards. And they are unanimous in their decision. Your winner in the blue corner, Kane the Danger Mousah!
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, the Danger, Kane Mousah. Kane. Kane, I know you're excited. It's a big comeback fight, and he made you work for it.
Yo, listen, I'll tell you something right now. I take my hat off to Myles Price. Everyone give him a round of applause. Because that's the first man out of the last four or five that's took me the distance. Everyone else was first round, so take my hat off to the man.
Did it play on your mind at all? We all know of the injuries, we know of the layoff. Did that play on your mind coming into this bag?
Not one little bit. That was it's all part and parcel of the game. You know, I got good rehab. Thanks to Naz, my physio, Dave Green. But yeah, man, there we go. And I finally made my debut in BAMMA. Now, let everybody know that I'm here to stay. And if you all want to scream the slogan, it's Mousah Smash!
You heard it first, your winner once again, Kane!